So I was saying about meetings. The same thing would happen with Aristotle Onassis. And some people, I remember reading this quote by a person who'd had a business meeting with him. And he said, I don't understand, but I've said no to 5 people before him for the same thing, and I just said yes to him. And he just didn't understand why that happened. It transpired that one of the things that Aristotle Onassis is a Greek billionaire, was a Greek billionaire. One of the things that he did is that he would visualize his desired outcome. He would just see it exactly, crystal clear, the image of what he wanted to see happen. Something just, I can only describe it as magic happens. Something magical happens when you have a clear picture in your mind of exactly what you want in any outcome, be it in a relationship outcome, a health outcome, wealth outcome, well-being outcome, emotional outcome, whatever it is that you want, if you can just see it in your mind's eye. So here's what we're going to do. You've already written down your goals. You have a pretty clear idea of what it is that you want. But I want you to see yourselves. And I'll be frank about it. This is something that I don't do enough, and I should, because this is an incredibly powerful thing. Having said that, this type of setting with all of you guys here doing this seminar, I saw this more than 2 years ago. And it's taken 2 years for it to manifest. And I'll tell you why there is this lag time, by the way. Imagine if every time we focused on something and felt we wanted something, we would like become it, okay? Like if that was true, by the time I was 14, I would be like a Playboy centerfold. You know, that's so it's dangerous if it happens right away. That's why there's this lag time. You know, something that they say in that was said in Conversations with God, is that these principles simply work. They work because there is no other way of doing things. If you see yourself as poor, if you see yourself as overweight, if you see yourself as not succeeding, then that's just what you're going to create. If you don't know your outcome, you're not going to create any outcome that you really desire. And they say this very strongly about 2 things. One is the see it done, the visualize it, and 2, it's the I am statements. Make I am statements to the universe. The way they put it is that in this book is that I am statements are like using a genie in a bottle. It's the power of incantations is quite spectacular, because when you incant I am something, whatever you say after I am, it becomes your reality. Here's the challenge. A lot of people say I am terrible with names. I am terrible with money. I am terrible. Here's a limiting belief that I found out I had. I'm a terrible driver. I'm a terrible driver. I moved to the UK 7 years ago, and I had a car a few years ago, a total disaster. I didn't have the money, but I bought a little Peugeot 306. And I'm used to driving on the right-hand side, right? Right-hand side. So anyway, the guy brings the car, and I buy the car, and a few days later, it wasn't a few days later, that I got into the car to drive the car away. And I smashed